Hi friends, today I am going to talk on Oracle Digital Assistant ODA custom components. This is a very good opportunity for you to learn how to create a custom components, how to set up local environment to debug for development and implementation, or how to use external component. So watch my video till the end. You will learn a lot of things, a lot of new things in this video. Now I'm in ODA homepage. So I will go to development and create a new skill, new project, OFSC V3, create. So project is created. Now here I will add a intent. Cancel activity. Now I will go to flow and here I will create a flow for cancel activity. So main flow and unresolved intent is already there. I will create a flow, cancel activity flow. So I can map intent. I will map it to cancel activity intent, create. Flow is created. So now I'm adding a message, just a message, greeting, insert, how, how can I help you? So this is simple greeting message. Now I'll go back to intent. Here I will add some utterance. Can you cancel my activity? Create. So utterance are created. I will create one more intent. Then only we would be able to train the model. Get activity status. Get activity status. Activity status. What is my activity status? These are utterance. Now I will train. Now it is trained properly. Now I'll go to flow and preview. It will open a chat box. And let me check. Cancel. Oracle Digital Assistant is analyzing my intention. So it is saying that unresolved. So I will write cancel activity. So hi, how can I help you? So cancel activity is working. It is invoking the cancel activity flow. Now I'll go to cancel activity flow. Here I will add a state. So here you can see a number of standard components are given by Oracle, but we can also develop our custom component according to our business requirement. So now let's go to custom component. So here you can see in download section, go to download section, and here you have to download a custom component, boilerplate, or you can say sample. So I will download ODA custom component. It will redirect me to GitHub page. So here they have given the complete code of bots node SDK. So using this CLI, we would be able to create a custom component. So here you can see we have to install boat and node SDK first. So I will create a folder. ODA custom component. So I have created a folder cd ODA custom component. So inside the folder I will install npm. So you have to copy this, go here and paste npm install globally. We can also install for this folder. So I will install this globally. Now it is installing boats node SDK in my computer. It is being installed. If I will list, nothing is created in this folder. Next is, so this is a very important command. Now this is the command line. So I will paste minus version. So its version is 2.7.3 version. Next is help. So I will check what. So we can initialize, we can create services, custom component, we can pack it. So in this example, it is creating a project and a component. Create a component service. So use this command init my custom component minus name greeting custom. So this is my project name and this is my service name. So it is creating my custom component. So custom component is created. List. So it has created a folder. Now I'll go inside the folder, my custom component ls. So here it has created a lot of files. Now I'll open the VS Code, code. Now I'm in VS Code. So here you can see it has created a hello world component. It has installed the node module. It has also created a Docker compose, Docker file, that is also okay. Main.js, package.json. So we can pack. So this sample code has been created when you will create a component. So by default, it has created a hello world. But if you want to add a new component in your existing project, then they have given another command, this one. So in this project, there is only one custom component. So I am going to add another custom component. I will show you how we use it later. So I will copy this. And my custom component name will be something different, greeting. Now go to code. So here you can see it has added another component. So these two are two custom components in a project. Now we'll go one by one in this code, hello world. So here you can see the component name is hello world. This property is a input property. So every component will take some input properties that you can use in your code. So you can initialize, you can define input argument here. Right now it has one human. If you want to add another input argument, like here I have added input argument 1. This is not required. So by this way, you can add a input argument. Now it will have two action, weekend or weekday. So this is supported action. Now this is the code. These are the standards. So you have to write your code here. If you want to call REST API, or if you want to do if you want to implement any logic, then you can write your code over here. So here you can see, here these are the input argument. When you will invoke this, so you can get the value of these input argument using this line of code. So this is destructor. So properties destructor. So right now human, so I can add human input 1. Now it will assign human and input 1 value to these variables. Now these are simple JavaScript. This is also simple JavaScript. Now this is a reply. So when this component will execute, it will reply to the end user. Greeting human. It will also reply today's date. And here keep turn is equal to true. It means it will not give control to the end user. Suppose you are chatting, so ODA has replied these two messages, but it will keep the control. It will not give the control to the user and wait his input. So it means we are not going to wait user inputs. And then we can transition accordingly from this step where we have to go. So let me use this in my chatbot, then you'll be able to understand better way. So before uploading, we need to pack this. So I'll go to here, you can see in package JSON. So pre-pack this one. So what I will do, both same code. Now here I will add pack, P-A-C-K, pack. So here you can see it has created a TGZ file. This TGZ file will be uploaded in Oracle Digital Assistant, and it has two components. So let me go to Oracle Digital Assistant. So here you can see the third last components. So here we can upload our custom component, add service, custom component. Now here you have to drag and drop new component or upload package. So here I will upload package, custom component, and I will upload this one. If you want to enable log, then you can make it. It will enable the component logging. Now create. It will take some time. It will deploy my custom component in Oracle Digital Assistant server. Now here you can see it has two custom components and component has been deployed. Now I will go to my scale. So here in cancel activity, I'm sending the greeting. Now in the next step, I will add my custom component. So I will go to component, So here I will select my custom component. So I will go to service integration. I will select custom component, insert. Now I will update the property of custom component. So here you can see it has selected greeting, but I can select hello world also. So I will go for hello world because this package has two custom component, greeting and hello world. Now if you go to component, so here you can see it is showing two input parameters because I have added two input parameters in my code. So it is showing two parameters in the component properties. So this is not required, but this is required. So here I will write Danish. Now after greeting, this component will execute. Now next is this transition, action and transition. So what I will do here, go to transition. So here they have given action. So here you can see these two actions. These two actions are there in the code. This you can see here. These are the supported action, or you can say supported transition. So I will select weekday, then it will go to new state and it will send a message weekday. Insert. Next is again I can select another action, weekend. I will add again new state, new component, select send message weekend. So here you can see, let me populate the data, weekend, weekday. So this is my custom component and it has two actions, weekday and weekend. And I'm sending just a simple message. So from here you can go either in weekend or weekday. So go to encode. So here you can define all your supported actions. And based on your logic, you can transition. So here you can see is weekday, then it will go to weekend path. If it is not a weekend, then it will go to weekday path. This one. So let me test this. Reset. It will invoke the cancel flow. And here you can see the greeting, Danish. Today is Saturday. So it is going into the weekend. Here you can see weekend. So this is my custom component is working as expected. So now here you can see we have to provide input parameters. We have to provide supported actions that I've explained. And here you can write your all logics. You can get the value of your input parameters like this. Destructor, using destructor. And these are the simple business logic. Now reply. So whenever you reply, you have to keep turn is equal to true because by default it is false. So when you will reply, it will go back to the end user. So better keep turn true. So the control will be with ODA. ODA will not wait for end user. And based on your logic, you can transition. You can do the transition on weekday or weekend. Here or here. Next here I'm going to show you how to initialize a ODA variable inside a custom component, or we can say how to update a ODA variable inside a custom component so that we can use that value in other steps. So let's go to the code. So here we have two input variables, input 1 and humans, but I'm not using input 1 anywhere. So what I will do, I will update the value of input 1 so that I can use this value in some other steps. Suppose there is a requirement that I want to set a variable, ODA variable from this script. So here This is the variable and I'm updating is a test1. So this line of code will update it as a test1. Now go to ODA. So here in configuration in this flow, I've created a variable. So this variable have initial value hello world. We can have null value. Now I'll go to flow. So in this custom component, I have two inputter variables. So this is hard code and here I have given the variable name so that custom component will update its value. So in my code, custom component is updating its value with the test1. Its value will be initialized with test1. And in my next step, I am showing its value to the end user. Here you can see I am showing its value to the end user. Now preview, reset, cancel activity because I've created a cancel activity intent and my flow is connected with the cancel activity intent. So here you can see it is working. So it is initializing the variable value from custom component test. So my requirement is I want to initialize a variable from custom component so that I can use its value in other steps. This is also very common requirement and you should know how to set value of a variable. So now we have covered the create custom component. Second is how to set up local environment to debug while doing implementation. So as you know that we are uploading our custom component tsx file, the zip file in ODA, then only we would be able to test. But suppose if we are creating a very complex component, then we cannot upload every time in ODA for debugging purpose. So we have to set up our local environment. So now let me set up a local environment for custom component so that we don't need to upload it every time. Now I'm back to custom component. So here you can see they have given Docker compose file. So we can host it as a Docker or we can directly run it. Go to package.json. So we can run it npm run start. Show you how to run locally. So npm run start. So it is running here. If I'll go to browser, so here you can see it is showing the services. The greeting is there and hello world is there. So it is running the two components. Now I'll go to development here and here I will add a service. So I'm going to add again a new service, custom component local setup. Here I will select external, but it is asking for a detail. This is the detail, the same detail, this one. So let me try. I will select external. Username is not there, so I will give none, none, create. But here you can see it is not working. It is giving me an error. So it will not work with localhost. And I will not, so what I will do, I will host it as a Docker composer, not like this. So I will open my Docker. So now my Docker is running. Here you can see Docker is started. In Docker compose file, they have given all the details. So what I have to do, I have to go and Docker run compose up in detached mode. Okay, let it be as it is. Suppose again it is not working. How it will work? So there is some problem on this. Okay, image. So I'll make it. I'll remove this. ODA custom component. So now I have changed because I think the capital letter it is not working. Now let me try. Now here you can see. Now it is running. It has started, building on. It is building in Docker. So now custom component is running in my Docker. Let me try in browser. Yes, it is working because the 3000 port is open for both. So here it is running on my Docker. This is okay. But still it will not work because this is the local component. So our custom component is running on this, but we would not be able to connect it with ODA because this is not online. So we would not be able to connect it. So to connect with ODA, we need to make it online. So what I will do, I will use tunnel services. I will use our tunnel services. So tunnel service will give me a public URL and it will host my code. So it means that internally it will do the reverse proxy when ODA will use this public URL. Internally it will call my local host. So it will work as a tunnel. So there is a famous tunnel service that is called ngrok. So I will use ngrok. So you can go to ngrok and you can create your own login ID and all. Ngrok. And you need to install on your computer, then it will start giving you a tunnel service. So it will give you a public URL and internally public URL will call this hosted component. So right now my component is working inside Docker. So if you don't know about the Docker, so Docker is something, let me tell you. So this is my laptop. So in my laptop, there is a separate space. So you can see it's like a small computer kind of thing. This is Docker. So I am not running the code on my laptop because it may be insecure or it may corrupt my existing versions in npm and Node.js. So I'm using a Docker because Docker is a separate space. And if you see your code, so it is using 3000 port. So it means inside the Docker there it is running on 3000 port and it is mapped with my 3000 port. And that's why I am able to check the component services in my browser. So next what I will do, so I am going to host another container. These are the containers. So this is my code and I'm going to host ngrok. What ngrok will do, so it will start ngrok tunnel. So here you have to give your authentication key. So let me provide its authentication key. Now ngrok will open and it will work as a tunnel service and it will host this component on public network. So let me stop this and Docker compose up again. So this is the correct format because this is my container and ngrok is also in a container. And ngrok will communicate with this container, this host, and make a tunnel service. And it will be accessible from public network. So let me restart. Okay, this depends on this one. And command will be this one. So now ngrok is installing on my Docker. So I think it is started. Let me try again. Yeah, now it is working. So now I'm in my Ngork login ID and this is my public URL. So when I'll click this, it will internally call this localhost, and let me try. It is not working. So component / component. Now let me try this / component. So here you can see now the same output is on this public URL also. This is my local host. Now I'm going to use this public URL in my ODA. So here you can see I'm able to access my local host service using ngrok on public URL. So I'll copy this and I'll go to ODA. So in ODA custom component, the third last icon, I will click add service. So name is custom component local setup. Here you have to select external and give the URL. So here you can see https ngrok URL. Username, I have not given any authentication, so I will give none. Create. So here you can see my custom component local setup is created. Now I'll use this component in my flow when I will do my development. Now here you can see a custom component local setup has been added. So in my flow, while doing the implementation, we have to use this local setup one, not this one, because it takes time to get deployed, and every time we cannot deploy if it is a very complex component. So better use this local setup one. It will work in the real time. If you change any code here in hello world, it will immediately reflect in your preview. I hope now you would be able to set up local environment to debug your complex component. It will be very helpful. Thanks for watching the video. See you in my next video. Thanks.